It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. And this game will see the Seattle Storm going up against the Las Vegas Aces. And from Sin City, I'm Blake Suniga, joined by two terrible poker players, Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. And we're in for a good one tonight. This is an important game in the Commissioner's Cup. Both teams have a shot to make the final.
And that adds another layer of excitement to this one. Regular season game with extra importance. Each squad very much alive in the cup race.
And it's the Aces to start out. Now here is McBuckets. Covered by Lloyd. McBuckets with the bucket.
Yeah, a mindful decision maker. Gray always knows where she is on the court and what's around her.
And stolen by McBuckets. And here they go. And that one's good. Gray.
A nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play. Great bucket in transition.
That's how to play aggressive, attacking basketball.
And that's matching your defense with your offense.
Here's McBuckets. Another three for Las Vegas.
They've been the hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
And let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
Since moving to Sin City in 2018, the Aces have transformed themselves into one of the WNBA's premier destinations. And I think a lot of it has to do with their newly remodeled home arena.
Now here's McLegore. And it's out of bounds to the Storm as Seattle retains possession. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Just 5 on the clock. McBuckets with it. 6 points for her. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Oh, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the three-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these threes. 12 straight points off the three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days.
Now a timeout called by Seattle. Lloyd. No good again that time.
That Seattle Storm 2020 title team, wow, what an incredible group they had. And Jewel Lloyd, who was the second leading scorer for Seattle that season.
Boy, Brian, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. 5 to shoot. Williams sets the screen. The high post shot. Lloyd, no good. And that 2020 Seattle title team, man, they stormed through the season.
18-4 in the regular season, a perfect 6-0 in the playoffs. Lloyd set the tone in each postseason series. 25 points in Game 1 at the semifinals, then 28 in the finals, Game 1.
Got that one up quick.
Starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, they're on a big run. I'd say this is the beginning of the end.
I'd say you're right.
And stolen by McBuckets. The three. There she goes again. That's her 9th straight basket. That's a perfect 9 for 9. Now a timeout called by Seattle.
Substitution on the court.
They're not having much success at all right now.
They need to reshuffle their lineup a little bit, try to find something that works.
Pass to Russell. Back to Lloyd. Knocked loose. Fast break, Las Vegas. Here's Nick Buckets. Another three for Las Vegas.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
The 2020 season was just so different. The entire season was played in Bradenton, Florida, and I think that makes Seattle's championship in the Wubble that much more impressive.
Now here's Whitcomb. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Russell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jewel Lloyd.
You know, the D pays so much attention to Lloyd, it allows others to get open looks. One reason Lloyd is a valuable offensive talent.
Here's McBuckets. Another three for Las Vegas.
He just keeps on rolling. Unbelievable.
You want to talk about putting up points in a hurry? She just cannot miss right now.
Now here's Whitcomb. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. And it's Lloyd missing. Now the Aces with it. Here's McBuckets. And the Aces, another three.
And that's what built them the early lead. Killer shooting from beyond the arc.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get out there on those shooters. Pronto.
Nailed from three-point land.
They're really struggling defensively. Too many easy buckets. I mean, what was the coach's game plan?
Who knows? And that's a really embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy. They wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're locked in right now, really making the most out of their possessions.
I love the game plan from this coach early.
And the basket by Lloyd.
And the ball handling moves of Jewel Lloyd are just so clever. She has no problem getting creative out there.
Here's McBucket. That is one fantastic buzzer beater.
Hit that shot just like it was nothing. Just another day at the office.
What a cool customer that is coming through in the clutch.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. The Aces on top, opening a huge gap. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. And a comfortable margin for the Aces here, guys.
I think the roof is up, but get some people some umbrellas. It has been raining in here. A lot of threes.
Yeah, you know I'm a huge umbrella guy, but hey, when it rains, it pours. And they haven't let up from beyond the arc.
Now here's Whitcomb. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Back to Plum. And that's out of bounds. Las Vegas will retain possession. Here's Plum. Pass to Parker. Over McGregor. And the basket by Parker. Not only is this a key regular season game, it also weighs heavy in the Commissioner's Cup standings.
Yeah, each of these squads has a chance to get into the final. It is a must win if you're talking about the cup race.
Now here's Whitcomb. Shot clock at 5. Aguilar up top. Over Parker. The second chance effort. And she lays it in.
That's a great play in the glass, and for her, it's what really we expect from her. All her second chance points do not come by accident.
McBuckets with it. Defended by Nurse. Her first shot coming late. And again, it's Las Vegas.
A smart player with good intangibles. Wilson's a consistent scoring threat whenever she's out on the court.
Pass to Nurse. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Wilson with the steal. To the middle. Parker's shot's good.
They're applying the pressure defensively, and they're taking full advantage of every miscue, Brian.
And you look at the points off turnovers, that's been a big advantage for them.
Big story today.
Puts it up from 7. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
This offense is really coming around here in the second.
Up above 50% shooting now for the game, and they'll definitely take that. It's defensively where they still have work to do. Her position might be guard and primarily point guard, but Young can score inside. She's 6 feet, tough, and quite crafty.
Yes, it's good.
There it is. They get careless with the ball, and it immediately costs them.
Yeah, that's been the pattern. Their turnovers not only killing their offensive flow, but fueling the fire at the other end.
Pass to McBagor. Poked loose and stolen by McBuckets. Here's Wilson, defended by McBagor. And Wilson gets it to go.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up. Oh, there are a few franchises you can mention when you're talking about the best in the league. And Seattle certainly is in the conversation. And you talk about on-court success, no team has more championships.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to McBagor. From deep. It's rebounded by McBuckets.
You know, there are times it's okay to take that shot, but not many of them.
I think the only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer.
Talking about the Storm, we know Seattle has the banners, but it's about more than that.
Certainly, Blake. Seattle also has one of the best fan bases in the league. But then they also do great work in the community. They have a fantastic ownership group. They are a model organization for the rest of the WNBA.
Now here's Nurse. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside Whitcomb. McBagor. To halt the run. And the Storm miss again. And it's the Aces with the ball. Their defense has allowed only 4 points in the quarter.
And now we see them really working it inside.
Yeah, getting quality looks around the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Whitcomb. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Jackie Young. And here we go. Aces running. A nice shot by Wilson.
Their crisp passing has opened things up offensively.
Yeah, it makes the game easy. 10 straight points off of an assist. That's impressive.
Nurse into the lane. Pass to Whitcomb. Three-pointer. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Aces on top, delivering the blowout. And we've got more exciting basketball action coming your way right after the break. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. And a storyline here, McBuckets getting it done today.
Quite simply, she's been terrific. This is just what they need from her.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
Pass to Turner. And here's Lloyd. Just 4 to shoot. She hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Scoring inside, Lloyd able to do it despite being under 6 feet.
Now that is nice. Glad we got a chance to check out that sweet drive one more time.
Well, it's all about breaking the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now Williams. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Inside. Here's Holmes. She's covered by McBuckets. Holmes. And it's Seattle scoring again.
The defense on her has to be airtight, guys, and that was far from it.
Here's McBuckets. And she goes in for the dunk.
I mean, she scored most of their points herself. Her offense is a big part of her team's recipe for success.
If you want to check out some incredible dimes, just look up Chelsea Gray's highlight reel. She has mastered the no-look pass.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They're 3 for 3.
Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow. Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hand.
One of my favorite moves right there, guys.
And she does it as well as anyone. Just tremendous skill in the air.
Now here's Williams to the paint. And the basket by Holmes. In a survey of WNBA general managers, Chelsea Gray was voted the assist maker with the most flair. They're not wrong.
One of the most exciting players in the league. Gray is the type of player you pay to come see. A crowd favorite, just a fantastic point guard.
And stolen by McBuckets. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Quick hands of the steal, and Matt hops in the slam.
Great sequence for them, defensively and offensively.
And good defense leads to easy baskets.
Yeah, Tim, you hit it right on the head. One usually leads to the other, and that's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball.
Now here is Lloyd. That's tipped. Young with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's McBuckets. And the shot goes in.
But when you get this kind of shooting from her, 100% from the field, I mean, they're a tough team to beat. Anybody's tough to beat.
Outside Lloyd.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
A kick out to Williams. Pass to Magvigor. Outside Lloyd. Just 5 to shoot. That one drops for her.
Yeah, late reaction for the defense. She's always going to convert that.
And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Well, the most important part of the Commissioner's Cup, the fact that every team selects a charity that they're playing for.
Each great organization gets a donation. The winning team's charity gets an extra bonus. But really, most importantly, all the charities get some much-deserved recognition, publicity, and some love.
And here are the Aces now. And she dumps it down.
Okay, that's not as easy as she made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
And she's got plenty of those.
You know it. She can climb the ladder.
Here's Seattle. Here's Lloyd. 6 points for her. And here's Holmes. Pass to Magvigor. Lloyd. 5 on the clock. Over McBuckets. Lloyd, no good.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break to the D that she missed it.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Rising and punching it. You know she loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get herself on the highlight reel.
Tipped away. And it's out of bounds to the Storm as Seattle retains possession.
Substitution on the court.
And a growing trend amongst current WNBA players being on TV analyzing college and NBA games.
Well, Chineda Gumake, really one of the best on the air, one of the best analysts in the NBA, period. We've also seen Candace Parker do her thing on TV.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love watching Candace talk hoops. It's a great off-season job for stars in the WNBA because the schedules make it work. And obviously, they know ball better than anyone.
And it's the Storm with the ball. Outside Whitcomb. They get a hand on it. Here's the break. McBuckets with the bucket.
Well, you want to run point in this league, you need to know where everyone on the court is. Great awareness by Plum. Leads to an easy hoop.
Pass to Whitcomb. Nurse with it. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. And the layup is good.
They've raised their field goal percentage to up over 50% now. They look like a different team in the second half. She came out of the locker room smoking. Great second half for her so far.
Seattle with the ball. Outside Whitcomb. Lloyd. Over to the wing. Here's Holmes. She's guarded by Williams. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession, so we'll have a jump ball.
Look at that.
And she jams it in with authority.
An attentive player who sees the floor well. Clark really understands how to distribute the rock.
Now here is Lloyd. Knocked away and stolen by McBuckets. Fast break, Las Vegas. Up ahead. Back to Plum. Launches it. Another three for Las Vegas.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
Now here's Nurse. Pass to Holmes. Out to Nurse. 6 to shoot. Down low. Looking to end the run. And the basket by Holmes.
Good vision from Kia Nurse. So she's able to spot a wide open shooter and then set them up accordingly.
Jacks up a three. The shot by McBuckets. No good. Seattle with the ball. Nurse outside. Ball's knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Storm will get the ball here. The Storm making a switch here. So it's the Aces winning this one easily. The outcome of this one is never in doubt.
They were really putting out a supreme effort, and it felt like once they had the significant lead, they were not going to let it go.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks. Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. And tonight we've got the Las Vegas Aces playing against the Washington Mystics. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Well, this game could turn out to be a fast-paced and frantic battle, considering how both of these teams like to get out and attack in transition.
We'll see high-pressure defense and quick offense. Teams not really spending too much time getting into their sets. It's a great way to get ahead of the slower-paced team, but with both teams running at top speed, this could get interesting.
Well, the real test is going to be the stamina of these two squads. I think they're really bound to get worn out if they spend all game trying to outrun each other.
Here's Cloud. Pass to Deladon. Misaman. Cloud with it. Just 4 to shoot. Sykes. From deep three-point range. Candace Parker pulls it in. Here's Las Vegas. It's a three-point game. Takes the three. Another three for Las Vegas.
It's so hard to contain her. I mean, she just gets it done however she has to do it.
After spending her first 13 seasons in Los Angeles, Candace Parker returned home, signing with the Chicago Sky in 2021.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Now here's Deladon. Screen by Deladon. Sykes. She's covered by Cloud. Here's McBuckets. Another three for Las Vegas.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show she's putting on this quarter.
And Candace Parker had a storybook homecoming to the Windy City.
Candace winning the 2021 title with the Sky, their first WNBA title. And playing her home games just about an hour away from her hometown of Naperville. 2021, a dream year for Candace Parker.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. The Mystics on offense. Knocked loose and stolen by McBuckets. From downtown, and the Aces another three.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them. But when you get this kind of shooting from her, 100% from the field, I mean, they're a tough team to beat. Anybody's tough to beat.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Deladon. Misaman. Screen by Deladon. Sykes outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this. Rebound by the Aces.
Well, she wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
And the Aces another three.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc. But one of the biggest trades in league history, Chicago sending Elena Deladon to Washington back in 2017. The Mystics gained an MVP and changed the course of their franchise.
Pass to Deladon. Misaman. Screen by Deladon. And they double up Emma Misaman. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the official signals a jump ball there. McBuckets with it. She's covered by Cloud. Launches it. Wow, that makes her a perfect 10 for 10. That's some double-digit perfection. The Mystics on offense. Still without a basket in the game. That 2017 Deladon trade, it also changed the power of the league.
Yeah, in her second season in D.C., Deladon led the Mystics to their first WNBA Finals. They ended up falling to the Storm. But what about year 3 in 2019? Elena was named MVP and Washington won it all. I'd say that trade worked out pretty well for them, huh?
And out of bounds, the Mystics will take it.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys. Just not an ideal pass.
So both teams making some changes here. Oliver with the ball. And stolen by McBuckets. Fires for three. Another three for Las Vegas.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
From past the arc, drains the three-pointer.
Boy, Ryan, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
Puts up a three, drains it from beyond the arc.
Just outstanding. I mean, basket after basket, perfection.
Unconscious. Ridiculous from the field, guys. The fans, they're getting their money's worth.
Now here's Miesman. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be Aces ball.
We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Way too many.
Pass to McBuckets. And the Aces, another three.
They built a big lead very early.
Boy, right from the tip, there isn't anything they haven't done well.
It has been a textbook dominant performance.
Buries it from three-point range.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Aces ahead, running away with it. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Please give a big round of applause.
Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Aces here, guys.
Defense paying dividends for them through 1.
Coach has to be happy about their effort on that end. Just a lot of hustle. The points they've allowed straight off turnovers are really hurting them.
Well, you know, you're not giving your defense enough time to react when you give up the ball like that.
Pick by Miesman. Atkins with it. And it's Wilson picking her up. Fast break, Las Vegas. Ball going up court. Bucket is good.
No hesitation in transition, and they have a big margin in that department.
Yeah, the fast break can yield such easy buckets, and they've made the most of their chances. The defense not able to get set, and you've got a running start to the rim.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Oh, even this early in the season, it's becoming clear who the true title contenders are.
But there is still a lot that could change. There could be some big-time players on the move before mid-season.
This is when general managers start mapping out their trade strategy. They might not want to make deals right away, but a few teams will look very different by the trade deadline. Yeah, that's all that he can do. Wilson is so good at capitalizing inside, even when she's under duress.
Poked loose and stolen by McBuckets. And again, it's Asia Wilson.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Pass to Miesman. Shoots over Wilson. Off the left rim and out. And here are the Aces now. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Here's Clark. And the Aces, another three.
The defense really slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bottom line is this. Those triples, they sure add up, don't they? They've got to make the adjustment.
Pass to Hines Allen. Oliver. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
A high-octane offensive talent. Tolliver plays focused and passionate basketball, and really she's always improving her game.
Nailed from three-point land.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
Stolen by Plum. All by herself. Ahead.
2 minutes
Shots
remaining.
good by Clark.
2 minutes.
A nice fast break from start to finish.
And what a finish it was, guys. Just so pretty.
The pass, the dunk, everything.
And stolen by McBuckets. To the inside. Plum gets the bucket.
Another bucket off a turnover. They're really beating themselves out there.
Yeah, I mean, those miscues are so detrimental. You lose the chance to score, and so often on the other end, you give points to the other team.
Outside, Hines Allen. Clock at 6. Stolen by Alicia Clark. And here we go. Aces running. The 3. And the Aces, another 3.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
And she takes that one up and powers it through.
They aren't taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep on adding to their score.
Yeah, I mean, it's never a good idea to back off, and it doesn't look like that thought has even crossed their mind.
Credit the head coach for pushing this team.
Now here's Atkins. She's guarded closely.
This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
Making it ugly. They're in good position here thanks in part to her efficient scoring.
Pass to Tolliver. Atkins. Will it go? After 2 misses to start the game, she's on the board with that shot.
Yeah, I've heard some say that Atkins has arrived ahead of schedule in this league, and I would say that her refined and radiant mentality is pretty rare for players her age.
Hello, that's what I call a move.
Some artistry on her way to the basket.
Forget the move. How about the finish? That's right. Punch it.
Now here's Cloud. The 3 ball. A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. The Aces on top, running away with this one. And don't go away, we'll be back momentarily. And welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going, and what has been a runaway of a game so far. And a storyline here, McBuckets getting it done today.
Well, the threes have been falling for her at an incredible rate. That first half, absolutely ridiculous.
And here in the second, she's got to just keep taking them and keep making them. There is no reason for her to stop.
2 on the clock, and it's Austin missing. McBuckets up top, guarded by Austin. McBuckets with the bucket.
From that in-between range, they've been the much hotter shooting team.
Well, when you knock down those jumpers, it really just opens up everything else.
Oh, and there's the one-hand jam.
That's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam on the other end.
It really was a case of great defense triggering some instant offense.
And she sure is causing some havoc out there.
And I am still trying to wrap my head around what we just saw. Amazing.
One of the most jaw-dropping dunks I've ever witnessed.
Wow.
And you can line up everyone else in the world, and nobody will be able to pull off a slam like that one.
Misamon outside. Back to Deladon. Pass to Cloud. And here is Sykes. Over McBuckets. Sykes, no good. Here's McBuckets. And she makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
And they double up Emma Misamon. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. The shot by McBuckets, no good.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5.
And here's Cloud. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 6 to shoot. Knocked away. It's stolen by Parker. Here's McBuckets. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Swift hands allow Parker to make plays on defense. She's always looking to disrupt the opponent.
Well, Candace Parker spent her first 13 years in Los Angeles. From the first overall pick in the 2008 draft all the way to the 2020 bubble, Parker was the face of the Sparks.
And here are the Aces now. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. McBuckets with the bucket.
Pays great attention to detail. Gray is alert and constantly looking for open teammates.
Poked away. McBuckets with it. Cloud picks her up. Here's McBuckets. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's the easiest fast break opportunity an offense gets, off a steal.
Exactly. The defense with no chance to get back.
And Parker eventually leaving the Sparks as a free agent. But what a legacy she left in L.A.
Well, to me, in front of that downtown L.A. arena, Candace absolutely deserves a statue next to Shaq, Magic, Kareem, all those legends. Parker, a huge part of the L.A. Hoops history.
Here we go, all alone. The pull-up. Again, Las Vegas.
Well, you know what they say. When it rains, it pours. So grab an umbrella because another jump shot tickles the twine.
Well, Brian, I put my best jacket on. They've got it flowing, and they're putting together a nice run.
You can't leave somebody open on Natasha Cloud's team because when you do, she's going to make sure they get the rock.
Austin brings the double team. Here's McBuckets. Again, Las Vegas.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
And here comes the break. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds, the Mystics will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's McBuckets. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
What energy from Candace Parker, doing whatever she can to grab the offensive rebound. Appreciate the effort.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's McBuckets. And she throws it down with one hand. Slamma-jamma bing bong.
If they're going to be successful, they need her scoring, and certainly they've gotten it today, and then some.
And stolen by McBuckets. Finishes the break with the slam.
No question, they're winning the speed game, guys.
There really has been a great flow to their open court offense. It's been humming.
And it's been working.
Outside Tolliver. And no good trying to get that one. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. And this one may already have been decided. The Aces on top, just dominating this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you.
Well, this is what being on the same page looks like. Fantastic feed and a heads-up play all around.
And how can you not be a fan of a sequence like that? This is what beautiful basketball is all about.
Yeah, unselfishness, just wonderful stuff.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. Pass to George. McBuckets. Let's go with a three. And the Aces, another three.
Performing at such a high level. They've got her to thank for this lead.
Now Walker Kimbrough. Outside, Hines Allen. With a new owner, the Las Vegas Aces are setting the standard in the league.
Well, they're building a practice facility that rivals any NBA building, and they're spending big time on coaching and front office hires. I just love what they're doing over in Vegas.
I'm in total agreement, Brian. The Aces, as well as some other franchises, have really raised the bar, making sure the players are taken care of. That's big for this league.
Here's McBuckets. And the Aces, another three.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. She's covered by McBuckets. Hines Allen, good.
They're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort, too, and their offense is finally showing signs of life.
Here's McBuckets. And the Aces, another three.
She's created some good opportunities for herself and made the most of them.
Tipped away. Puts it up. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in.
What a competitor. She's been looking for a shot all game long. She shouldered almost all the offensive load for them.
Out of bounds, Mystics ball as Washington keeps possession.
Substitution for the Aces, Alicia Clark.
So it's the Aces winning this one easily. And this crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Boy, I mean, for us, too, it was shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the type of win they had tonight.
And that's a wrap, everyone. Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Las Vegas Aces going up against the Atlanta Dream. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. And we should be in for a rebounding battle in this one. Both of these teams love to control the boards. So what are your thoughts on this matchup, Tim?
Well, I mean, no rebounds are going to come easy in this one. These squads know how to box out. They know how to get physical, and they'll be working hard for those extra possessions.
We'll have to keep an eye on who's getting more second chance points, because in that tug of war under the hoop, that's going to be the best indicator for who's going to win.
Make buckets with the bucket.
Nice little way to get on the board.
And just like that, the first lead is theirs.
Gray outside. Parker, he's covered by McBuckets. That one falls.
I like how Gray plays with her head up and scans the floor. To me, that's always going to be a recipe for success.
Make buckets with the bucket.
Well, that's one way she can finish, but far from the only way. She's got all types of tricks up her sleeve.
Outside Howard. It's Danielle Robinson on the wing. And that's going to be a travel.
Well, out of the break, she's managed to turn it over twice now, and this really doesn't bode well for the rest of the quarter if she can't get it together.
About a minute into this first quarter. Here's McBuckets. And the Aces, another three.
Yeah, a mindful decision maker. Gray always knows where she is on the court and what's around her.
Well, in terms of Atlanta, the future of this franchise has to be Ryan Howard, the first overall pick of the 2022 draft. Howard is a dynamic player.
Now here's Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Gray. From deep three-point range. Poked away. And out of bounds, the Aces will take it.
Aces.
And for the Dream, Ryan Howard hit the ground running in her rookie season.
In her first week in the WNBA, Ryan Howard was the Eastern Conference Player of the Week. It had been 20 years since a rookie won the honor in their opening week. From the jump, Ryan looking like a franchise-level player.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Now here's Robinson. Candace Parker with the steal. And now the Aces on the break. Now here's McBuckets. She's guarded closely. Sinks the triple.
Starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, they're on a big run. I'd say this is the beginning of the end.
I'd say you're right.
Atlanta calls timeout. Robinson. Pass to Billings. Gray, stolen by Alicia Clark. Off they go, 3-on-1 break. Beyond the arc, another three for Las Vegas.
And that's what built them the early lead. Killer shooting from beyond the arc.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get out there on those shooters. Pronto.
Now here's Gray. Outside Howard. Right side Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Billings. Shot to stop the run. That's tipped. Las Vegas dictating the flow. Here's McBuckets. And the Aces, another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
Now here's Parker. Parker with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession, so we'll have a jump ball. from deep. Another three for Las Vegas.
Boy, Brian, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Atlanta calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. And stolen by McBuckets. And now the Aces on the break. Shoots the three. And the Aces, another three.
She just keeps on rolling. Unbelievable.
You want to talk about putting up points in a hurry? She just cannot miss right now.
Puts up a three, drains the three-pointer.
The defense really slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bottom line is this. Those triples, they sure add up, don't they? They've got to make the adjustment.
Ball's knocked loose. Fast break, Las Vegas. Fires the three. Good on the triple.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
We'll see how long they can keep it going.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Another three for Las Vegas.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter for them offensively.
Yeah, but they can't sit back. They need to keep the pressure on the defense and really try to put this one away early.
Great point, Brian. You have to continue to build on this lead.
Pass to Parker. Out of bounds. It'll be Aces ball.
Las Vegas ball.
Now here is McBuckets. Guarded by Durr. McBuckets with the bucket.
I love it. Keep shooting. As the threes keep dropping for her, she'll keep shooting. Keep shooting.
As she should. Look, when you're having the kind of day she's having from long range, why not just keep firing them?
Deflects the pass. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Aces ahead, opening a huge gap. Stay with us as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And a comfortable margin for the Aces here, guys.
Strong effort by them defensively. Good pressure being placed on the offense and the ball.
Absolutely. They've been the more intense team, and their defense has been swarming early on like a beehive.
And we're still in the early stretch of the season here, but for these struggling teams, how quickly do they need to figure things out?
The sooner, the better. I mean, it's only a 36-game season, so a slow start can really hurt you.
But that's not to say all hope is lost. If it takes you just a few games to find your groove as a team, you have to keep working at it, and eventually you'll get on the right track.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
That's a tough cover. Pretty good defense, but really still able to find the angle.
And here's McDonald. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Billings. Back to McDonald. And Atlanta, another bucket.
With the quickness that McDonald has, it is not easy to defend Airy in the pick and roll.
Parker with the ball. Shoots over McDonald. And again, it's Las Vegas.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities. She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
The dream on offense. Knocked away. And here they go. And she gets the bucket.
And they're really keeping that ball hopping around.
Yeah, hip-hopping around if you ask me. Look, their last 5 trips have all ended with a great pass leading to a hoop. They are really sharing the basketball.
And the Aces, another 3.
Getting out in transition has been a big part of this run they're on now, and I expect that trend to continue.
And that's the best way to pile up points in a hurry. Just run and get your baskets before the defense can even get set.
Now here's McDonald. Outside Durr. 5 to shoot. 2 on none. No one back to stop it. And there it is.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch, shooting lights out.
Now here's Coffey. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. To the inside. Here's Billings. Great pass to set up the land.
Great communication between teammates there.
Here's Plum. He's got 7. Here's Wilson. And so it looks like the Aces will retain possession here.
That pass had a little bit too much heat on it for her to make a clean steal.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough catch for either of them. I mean, these are basketball players, not wide receivers.
Atlanta on D. Pass to Parker. And the Aces, another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Now here's Durr. Inside. Now here's McDonald. And the layup is good.
Elite when it comes to leaping. McDonald can more than handle herself down low. Alicia Gray won a national championship with the final game played in Dallas. And just a few days later, Gray was selected 4th overall by, you guessed it, Dallas.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
McBuckets with it. She's picked up by Durr. Here's Parker. Finished off the break.
Well, turnover is really becoming a key storyline in this one.
Yeah, sloppy play offensively, and that's put them in a disadvantage on defense, too.
Now here's Durr. Parker with the screen. Clock at 4. Fires from the corner. McDonald, no good. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good work there as it goes.
Well, I'm a big fan of the fact that she's getting the touches she needs here after not scoring a point in the first quarter.
Gray outside. Nifty move, and the layup is up and in.
Uses quickness to elude defenders. Gray is hard to keep up with.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Aces ahead, running away with it. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. begin the second half. First half wasn't even close, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. And a storyline here, McBuckets getting it done today.
Her play in the first half was very disciplined, very efficient. Her shot selection was consistently excellent.
That's right, and whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, she's taking only what the defense is giving her and not trying to do too much.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters. Buries it from three-point range.
They're having so much trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either.
That'll kill you, a differential like that from beyond the arc.
Now here's Gray, and that'll be Atlanta's ball as it goes out of bounds. Dream able to keep the ball here. Robinson with the ball. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the powerful one-hand slam.
A 1-2 punch right there. Nice steal and some elevation on the jam.
Yeah, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play on defense.
An easy basket, too.
Man, my old coaches would be so proud. I mean, that's the importance of great on-the-ball defense being showcased there.
Now here's Gray. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Robinson. That shot, no good. So Las Vegas will take it the other way. Now here is McBuckets. Guarded closely.
They keep going to her, and guess what? She keeps coming through. She's leading this game in scoring.
Pass to Robinson. And here is Howard. Outside Parker. Now Gray. They get a hand on it. Oops, there's the 24-second violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Gray. Here's McBuckets. Yes! Great play by Chelsea Gray to set it up.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
Billings, Parker defending. Now here's Gray. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 5. To end the drought. And Clark pulls it down.
Well, she wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's McBuckets. Again, Las Vegas.
When she's giving her team this kind of effort and efficiency, they are just so tough to beat.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by McBuckets. And she jams it in with authority.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The dunk was nice, but the move she made to free herself up was the real thing of the year.
No doubt. What a savvy play to get into position for the slam.
That's just heads-up basketball, guys, and coaches love to see that.
Now here's Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Tipped away. Here's Gray. Rebound by the Aces.
And you can just feel the desperation now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
They're clearly frustrated, and it's understandable. I mean, they're on the wrong side of a monster run.
And they got to just settle down, stick to the game plan.
Yeah, keep your composure.
And she makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Gray brings the double team. Parker defending. Now here is McBuckets. D right on her, and she gets it to go.
She's doing everything for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, she's had an answer.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
One little pump fake, and she had all the time she needed to go hard to the rack.
It's one of the most reliable moves you can make. So pretty when it works.
You had the sense she was just eyeing the rim from the get-go. She was committed.
And no lack of aggression on that move. And that's good enough for the 2K drive.
Well, as an offensive player, you always want to put pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about.
And the basket is good.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Now, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree.
Now here's Robinson. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Quick hands in the steal, quick feet on the break.
And that's a silly error there, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense.
It's just giving them free points.
Now here's Howard. Right side Parker. Pass to Robinson. Here's Howard. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Aces on top, delivering the blowout. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the 4th quarter.
And she might not be pass first playing out of the 2-guard spot, but she shows here that when she needs to, she can dole out assists.
That's right. You know, that's not her primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, she can do it and do it well.
And we welcome you back as we get going into the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Stolen away. Fast break, Las Vegas. Here's McBuckets. And she makes that one.
The points they've allowed straight off turnovers are really hurting them.
Well, you know, you're not giving your defense enough time to react when you give up the ball like that.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
She's got a lot of firepower right now. What a half she's having.
Pass to Mike Sell. Here's Coffee. Well, the roster limit in the WNBA is 12 players, with lots of teams carrying 11 due to salary cap issues.
And I think that's too low. I mean, I'd like to see the league expand the numbers of players on a team, perhaps add a few maybe like two-way style players that we see in the NBA who can get called up.
Yeah, me too, because right now teams can sign players via hardship contracts, but those are just temporary. I think ultimately the WNBA will explore more permanent options for adding to a team.
And now the Aces on the break.
Nasty, absolutely filthy.
This building is stunned. She dug deep into her bag of tricks right there.
And I hope she keeps that one handy, because I really, really want to see it again.
And it's been a pretty rough stretch for them.
Yeah, this is an important possession. It's essential they put a stop to this run. That's just showing off right here, guys. She is too good with the crossover.
We've gone about 1.5 minutes into this 4th quarter. Knocks it loose. Here's McBuckets. And that one is hammered home.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other.
And she makes good on the layup.
That's just fundamental basketball from Coffee. Nice job spotting the open teammate.
And she slams it one-handed.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic. Rising and punching it. You know she loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get herself on the highlight reel.
Now here's McBuckets. Defense right on her.
With her phenomenal speed, those kind of wide open buckets can come in bunches for her.
Pass to Mike Sell. And one of the biggest challenges of the WNBA season has to be the schedule.
Yeah, the travel is just so daunting. You're zigzagging all around the country, and that can certainly take its toll on you.
And with just 12 teams in the league, the talent level is so high, there are no easy nights. The regular season is a grind.
Now Jones. Coffee outside. Pass to Mike Sell. Coffee. 5 on the clock. From deep. It's rebounded by McBuckets. And it's the Aces with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points.
She's had a lot of bounce in her step this quarter. What a stretch it's been for her.
Boom! She jams it straight down.
Well, they've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. She's provided almost all the offense.
And down it goes, jamming it home.
Making the D look foolish. That was one heck of a move to get herself the space she needed.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Safe to say, that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
Pass to Coffee. Mike Sell. She's covered by McBuckets. Just 4 to shoot. To end the run. Now here's Coffee. Mike Sell. From outside the arc. Doesn't go for her. The Aces go the other way with it. And Coffee over to help. Here's McBuckets. She hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit. It's just to finish this one off.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And she comes up with the deuce.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well. And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
So it's the Aces winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them and in enemy territory, no less.
It was enemy territory. But with the way that they controlled the game, they took the crowd completely out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.